this Average Joe for Boxing Social. Delighted to be joined by Jordan Banjo. I got it wrong first of all. How are you, mate? You good?
I'm good. Listen, I promise you now, if I had a quid for every time I got called Ashley Banjo, I wouldn't be working anymore, put it that way. So I wouldn't worry about it, bro. I get it all the time.
In my defence, though, we're just talking about it. We were talking about your Britain's Got Talent days, so I had an excuse there. But look, it's boxing, it's Sunday, Super Sunday. You're doing the social media, to my knowledge, for Boxer. How's it been going so far? It's a different sort of atmosphere out there.
Do you know what? It's been fun to work a little bit with Boxer on something. It came about really randomly. I know Dan, who works at Boxer, and he was like, "Oh, do you want to come down and do a few bits?" I was like, "Look, I'm going to come down to the event anyway. Why not? It's an excuse to chat to all the fighters, have a good time." And like you said, very different environment here. Sunday, it's in the afternoon. It's quite family orientated out there. It's nice to see it. Not as rowdy as normal, but you still got the passion for the fighters as well. So it's a real nice event.
You love your boxing as well, don't you?
I'm a big boxing fan. I mean, I don't profess to be an expert. I'm definitely no expert, but I'm a big fan of the sport, so happy to be here for sure.
In terms of the main event today, Adam Azim, I don't know how much you know about him. He's still obviously quite a prospect within boxing. Hopefully predicted to be the next best thing. So, yeah, what have you heard? What are you likely to expect, do you think, tonight?
Well, it's a hard one because we've seen Ryland Charlton cause upsets in the past, right? I think he sort of got brought in to fight Joe Laws on that Matchroom card. No one expected him to win. He won. It was like, what's going on? Next minute, he's fighting your Florian Marcus, this and that. Admittedly, he's come up short, but arguably fought opposition of a higher level than Adam has so far. I think the difference here is that, yeah, cool, Ryland's strong, he's this, he's that, and I like Ryland. I think he's a great guy as well as a good fighter. But Adam, I think there's levels to this. I think Ryland's style is pretty perfect for Adam. Adam's a counter puncher. He's fast. He's got speed. He's good at it. Who knows? I mean, I'm personally predicting an Adam win inside the distance.
I think most people are, and it will be hopefully a tough opponent for Adam. But look, I haven't got you for very long. In terms of big fights coming up, Chisora, Fury next week, just take me through who you think will win that one, mate. I mean, there is obviously an obvious choice, but look, take me through that fight, mate.
Like you said, it's heavyweight boxing. Anything can happen, but I think if you was gonna bet your house on it, you're gonna bet Tyson Fury, right? I know they've been getting a bit of a hard time with it, but I personally, I was having this conversation earlier, right? Within boxing purists, or not even purists, just big fans of the sport, I admit, it's not the fight everybody wanted to see. You want to see AJs, you want to see Usyks, you want to see these fights. If those fights can't happen, on a casual fan basis, they know Chisora. What you're going to do? Go and grab some, don't get me wrong, I'm sure there's high-ranked heavyweights they could have brought in, but I'm talking, it's a British clash. He's casually kind, people know who he is. If they're going to try and sell tickets and do it in a stadium, you kind of want a name as well. Admittedly, I know that Chisora's already fought him twice and already beaten twice, but from a casual perspective, I can see the route they're going down.
Look, I must ask you as well, this celebrity boxing, YouTube boxing stuff that's going on, have you ever been tempted into doing it? And if so, who would you want to fight?
Do you know what, man?
This is obviously clickbait central, I must say.
Central, I'll tell you this. There's actually, when I think about all the fighters out there who are on this YouTube scene, right, where the crazy real money is, you've got your people like KSI, Jake Paul, all these people. I'm a big guy, I'm 6'5", I'm 17 and a half stone.
That's why we're sitting down here.
I'm telling you now, yeah, that's why I had to sit down for the interview. I reckon I'm still getting chinned. 100%. Jake Paul's going to throw overhand right and I'm asleep, right? I don't fancy getting knocked out and being asleep on live television. It ain't for me. Big fan of the sport, always going to watch the sport, follow it, chat, always happy to be at events. But as far as the actual fighting, don't quote me on it. Who knows? You never know one day. But as far as it goes, I've got no plans to jump in on that side. Those sides of the ropes, man. It's a dangerous sport.